Everybody, Scott Steen with the Winners and Winers coming to you today from the Jack Brickhouse studio, deep in the bowels of the Winners and Winers Sports and Entertainment Complex. It is Sunday, baby, and it's the NFL Fab Five. But before we get to that, a couple things. I am recording this early on earlier than I normally do, so I'm not going to have shout outs for the Saturday games, but we will, of course, get to those on the next video. And the other thing I wanted to talk about was we hit a milestone overnight. It is 1,000 subscribers. And guys, obviously, we owe it all to you, each and every one of you guys that like and subscribe to our videos, that are digging what we're doing. We have one mission and one mission only at Winners and Winers and Stat Salt, and that is to put out the absolute best picks every week, every day, every game for you guys. And that's what we do. Thanks for appreciating it. Thanks for watching. And lastly, tell your friends. Share the stuff if you see good picks. If you're digging them, put them out there, share them, and let's build a community, man. That's our number one goal. So yeah, we're happy. I'm speechless. I'm humbled. I'm honored. So we're going to keep it going. So with that being said, let's get to it, man. It's the NFL. It's time for the Fab Five. Let's hit it, baby. First game I'm taking a look at is Tampa Bay down there in Dallas. Dallas is a 7.5-point favorite. Dallas gets the chance right here to win the division at home, and I think they're going to get it done. Winston, he has not been good the last 2 weeks. Completed just 49% of his passes, and you might be worried a little bit about that Indy game last week against Dallas where they shut him out. But let me tell you something. Indy controlled that game by running the football. I know that's weird with Andrew Luck, but that's exactly what they did. Tampa Bay does not have the running attack to do that. And before the game last week against Indianapolis, Dallas had been very good against the run, giving up just 66 yards per game rushing in their previous 5. And Tampa Bay, on the other hand, not good at running the football. They've averaged less than 100, 98 and a quarter yards their last 4 games, and just 4 yards per carry. I think Dallas steps up, gets it done there in the Jerry Dome, and pleases all of those Cowboy fans. Dallas minus 7.5. Next, taking a look at Jacksonville at Miami. Miami is the favorite there, and what we're taking a look at is the total in that game. I know you guys love the overs. I know if there's any complaint I get more than anything, it's stop playing unders. We hate unders. I get it, but the reason I play them, there's value there, all right? Because the public likes overs. So where's the smart money? A lot of times on the under, and I think that's the case here. Cody Kessler, a little recap for Cody Kessler there at Jacksonville. Since he's made his 3 starts, he's put up 28 points. 28 points in 3 starts. You know what? That's a half for Pat Mahomes right there. 28 points. That is no bueno, folks. The Miami defense might have a little concerns. They've been gashed lately. They haven't been good, but today they don't really have to be. Plus, the Jacksonville defense still doing a pretty good job. They've given up just 18 points per game over their last 5, and on that list of 5 is a game against Pittsburgh and a game against Indianapolis, and in fact they shut out the Colts 6-0. So the sharps are on this play. There's a lot of money on a lot of bets on the over. There's a lot of money on the under. I think that's a good play. I like this play right here, under 38. Moving to the West Coast, the Chicago Bears look to get it done against the San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco is a 4.5-point underdog. And you know what, guys? I don't do this very often. I don't have these plays that we talk about, but this is something that I'm going to talk about, and we're going to play this. This line, from the time it came out, it smelled to me. You look at this game, you look at those two teams, and you think the Bears would be a lot bigger favorite. Yet the line is at 4.5. I'm tracking the money in this one, and this looks like it's coming down to a pros versus Joes. The average Joe is pounding Chicago, but the pros are on the Niners. They smell something right here, and I think they're right. I had the same hunch when I saw this line early in the week. There's something going on with this game. This is just an absolute play based on the numbers. I'm going to take San Francisco plus 4.5. Feel free to pass that game. Like I said, I don't cap it like I normally do. It's strictly a numbers play. So play at your own risk. The Bears could absolutely roll. And the fourth game There's another game there on the West Coast-ish, in Arizona. The Rams taking on the Cardinals. I'm looking at the total of 44, and you guys are going to be happy because I want to take the over in this game. Rams are looking over their shoulder at Chicago. They still haven't locked up that bye, and they need to keep winning, so these games mean something. The Arizona defense, they've been vulnerable to the running attack, especially their last four games. They have given up 613 yards over their last four contests. That is 5.5 yards per carry. The Rams have something to prove after stinking up the joint the last 2 weeks. I think they're better than that. I think the Rams get it together right here. Todd Gurley starts to look like Todd Gurley again. I think the Rams put up at least 35. Now the question becomes, can we count on Arizona for 10 to get us up and over that number? Yeah, I think we can. I think we can count on Arizona maybe even for as much as 14 to 17. Give me the over 44. Rams roll. Arizona does enough to put us up and over that total. And the last game, I had to do it. Taking a look at my hometown Kansas City Chiefs, visiting the Northwest. Seattle is, this has actually been bet down a little bit from 2.5. Seattle is still a 1.5 point dog at home. You know what, guys? Chiefs are struggling, and this is a bad spot to start unstruggling. They're dead last in yards per carry against them as far as their defense goes and the rushing attack. And no one in the NFL runs the ball more frequently than the Seattle Seahawks. Almost said Mariners, guys. And in addition to that, even if the Chiefs get out to a lead in there, under Andy Reid, for whatever reason, they've shown themselves to be susceptible to like a second half swoon when they have a big lead. Time after time, they let a lead get away from them. And on the road, that's even easier to do, especially with a crowd like that up in Seattle. The 11th man, or the 12th man, rather, I think makes a difference in this one. I'm not worried about Seahawks last week against San Francisco. I think Pete Carroll gets them refocused and gets that stuff fixed. Chiefs, I love you, but I don't think you get it done here. Give me Seattle plus 1.5. All right, guys, I hope you have a great NFL day. And let's get some victories down, and then we'll talk a little bit about Monday Night Football tomorrow. But until then, get those bets down, kick back, enjoy some football. We got a full day, and then at the end of the day, we'll just grab our tickets and head back to the window. Thanks again for the 1,000 subs, everybody. Really appreciate it. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time. Take care.